Hello, and welcome to the channel. Today's topic is how did they do it? Taking a dump at Versailles. So here is an idea of court life at Versailles with Queen Marie Antoinette. As you can see, she has a big, beautiful gown where she seems to be wearing the curtains. On her head is over 10 pounds almost of feathers and wig, etc. So she is very well dressed, but at some point, nature calls. Now this is the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. Versailles Palace has over 1,000 rooms and not one restroom. There are no cans, johns, powder rooms, nothing like that. So people wonder, well, when you have to go, where do you go? People thought, well, they would just go in the corner somewhere and do it. No, that is not true. They didn't do it that way. To begin with, we have to go back to the beginning. The first queen who was well-dressed and overdressed is Queen Elizabeth I, as we can see here. She has beautiful gowns, beautiful collars, jewels, capes, etc. Again, how did she go? Well, before we even get into taking a dump, there's other things too. Keep in mind, these dresses also were good for fart. Here's a beautiful gown that she would wear, and you can see that this gown was well made and it could hold a lot of fart. Before you crap, you fart. So she may have had a lot of fart in her gown. Now, let's look at this to be sure. The frock is a woman's dress. This is a British term. So you'd have frock fart as a noun, and you'd have fart in a frock. But fart in a frock could also be used as a noun, as in, I've got fart in the frock, which is fart frock. But, again, you don't have to necessarily have that, because fart in a frock could be a verb, like, oh, I farted in my frock. Now I have fart frock. But you could also say, I have fart frock because I farted in my frock. So fart frock is the same as a verb as fart frock when you fart in a frock. Now, in Western society, it was more like, or Western countries, it was fart in the gown, or gown fart, or gas in your gown. Now, gas in your gown is an old term that is rarely used. It would be basically she's got gown fart, or she has fart in the gown because she farted in the gown. So fart in the gown could be used as a verb or a noun. But usually they would say just gown fart or fart in the gown. Okay? Either way, you're fucked. And this was a major concern, basically, and a problem at the palace court. This was a major problem if you were a lady or being presented at court in a big gown in front of the king and you got gown fart or fart frock or fart in the gown, gas in the gown, whatever. This was a problem. So it all started with Queen Elizabeth I, but she was queen, so it didn't really matter too much. She had these big gowns that could carry a lot of fart. But over the years, we've seen that this has constantly been a problem as time goes on, as empires are formed. Now we look at basically what's happening at Versailles, and again, these big, huge wigs, these big gowns, and you gotta go, like here, she's really wearing the curtains. So the point is, this is a problem. How did they handle it? How did they go? Well, obviously they might have had help, but over the years, all throughout the courts of Europe, the great ladies in their great gowns, they were full of gown fart, but they also had to go. How did they do it? Well, we will be getting into that very shortly. This goes throughout history, the great courts of Europe. So there is a warning here. For mature audiences only, the following pictures show in graphic detail some nudity and compromising bodily position. The picture is explicit, showing daily bodily functions. Some may consider the material pornographic and offensive. Viewer discretion is advised. So now that we've put out the warning, we can continue. And this will answer the questions of, for a lot of people, the mysteries of life. How did they actually do it? Well, here we go. So you can see, here is a lovely lady, fully dressed, with her fluff, her finery, her ribbons, her bows. Her hair is well coiffed. And notice she's able to go. Totally able to go. And she does it in such a daintily way. She keeps her femininity. She's poised and full of grace as she takes a dump. Now, this is not the kind of picture that you would want in the halls of these great manor houses, or on the wall showing the ancestors of the great manor house. This could be a picture of Countess Pompadour doing her toilet à la crêpe, or the title of this could actually be, Guess What I'm Doing? But that having been said, I hope that this answers many of the questions that you may have had about these very important matters. Hopefully this has made your life a lot better. And if you could put in the comments if you feel that this has changed your life or answered many of the questions that you might have had lingering for a long, long time but were never answered. Hopefully this answers all the questions. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So please hit the like button, and subscribe for more very interesting information that'll answer the questions of life. So, thank you very much. See you next time.